Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's update our view on the Bitcoin market. It's just 2 sessions until the new year, so probably Bitcoin will close somewhere around current levels. Hardly we will get any significant breakout in one or other direction. But in general, the situation looks a bit sophisticated or uncertain. And the thin market that we have environment on right now, it's make it a bit even more complicated. So making some conclusions in the current situation. What we could say definitely by taking a look at the higher time frames is that market definitely overbought on the monthly chart. You can see that current spike here is actually hits the same overbought level as it was in 2021, which the previous top has been formed. And you can see the degree of the pullback that has happened after that. So even we suggest that it will be 2 times smaller, so at least the 80 area might be touched with this pullback. So from that standpoint of view, we should be prepared for possible retracement, which is will be triggered obviously by some pattern on lower time frames. But since this is monthly chart, on lower time frames, the pattern should be relatively big, so it should not be some candlestick pattern. On the daily chart, probably should be extended pattern, double top, head and shoulders, butterfly, or something of this kind. So it should be extended in time. So this first moment. So conclusion on the daily, on the monthly chart, context remains bullish, but markets a bit overextended to the upside, at least by the technical indicators. And in the nearest few months, chances on retracement seems significant. That's what we could say currently on monthly chart. On the weekly chart, we even could suggest the patterns that might be triggered here. The first pattern with the retracement might be bread and butter buy if market will drop to the 85 or even lower levels. So last week we've got the first close below the 3x3. And if downside retracement will be straightforward and takes the direct shape, as probably it could reach some predefined support areas, somewhere starting from the 80 to the 85, depending on what levels will be reached. In this case, we will get the Jordan Apple bread and butter buy pattern with a possible significant upper direction or even upper continuation after that. But at the same time, we also could get double repo sell, right? In this case, market should create another top or retest and challenge once again this previous top around 107. And when the bears will fail to break it up, then this double repo will start, suggesting once again the area around 80 even as a minimum target. So usually this is the 50% of the whole thrusting action that we have. That stands around 80. So here you can see some uncertainty as well. So although we've got the first close below the 3x3 moving average, we do not know what particular pattern might be formed because it's just a few times passed after this close, just this minor week actually. And if we bring here is also the fact and the factor of the short week and really very thin market depth. So it makes overall forecasting here is a bit difficult, just because you can't make the final conclusion on the current performance. Whether it's some kind of the result of the thin market, just traders are not trading in the current moment, or it suggests something, some uncertainty on or some preparation for a possible another upper direction here. So that's the major difficulty currently. And you could see it better on the intraday charts and on the daily chart. So if you take a look at the daily chart, recall what we said, that so first with the downward direction market probably will retest the 90 even area, but later As a target, we also consider an area around 89.50 as a support, next support area, and take a look daily oversold. But here market actually slowed downward action. Also, nobody has cancelled this high wave idea. So since market has failed to go up, breaking its top here, return right back down, supposedly it should try to break it down and take it out of these lows. This is usually how classic approach is working in relation to the high wave patterns. But this challenge hasn't happened yet. If you take a look at 4-hour time frame chart, that's our hand shorts that we discussed last time. We have taken the short position here after the ABC retracement, so you probably remember this. We have covered in the previous idea. But after that, you can see that downside action stands relatively slow. It's not something like this one. And once again, the question is whether it's just because nobody trading, so everybody takes the rest and enjoy the holidays, or it's just the weakness of the bearish pressure. This makes situation a bit difficult and tricky, because if this is weakness of the bearish pressure, we could get, for example, a bit different pattern on a daily chart, returning back to idea of the hand and shoulders, right, that we talked about as extended pattern for the monthly purposes. For example, here is another daily picture, and we could get something like this one. So if market slowing down, it means that it could start forming the real upward shoulder here with a bigger daily pattern, something like this one. So it could reach 91, some neckline around 91, 90.50 probably. It could start forming the right shoulder here with a bit different shape. It's also possible, and everything depends on this action here. So this makes the current situation a bit tricky and well, not as desirable for trading immediately. So it increases the risk that you could be trapped in the wrong direction. So from that standpoint of view, if you have taken shorts here, you probably could keep them with a break-even stop or even tight stops closer to guarantee yourself some positive result. But at this point, with this performance, and at the eve of the New Year's Day, personally, I do not want to take the new short position. Speaking about long position, actually we do not have any permission to take, because on all time frames we have the bearish trend direction. So here we have bearish trend direction. On the 4 time frame chart we have bearish trend direction, and probably on the weekly chart, no, on the weekly chart we have the bullish one. But these points with this performance, personally, I do not want to buy as well. Besides, if you take a look at the other markets on the dollar index, we do not see any significant bearish action as well that could support the performance of the Bitcoin. On the stock market, you could see by yourself what's going on, so also not very good sign. On the 10-year bonds, today we have minor bounce, but it's now stands too small. So in general, upward action on the yields is keep going. So from that standpoint of view, also we do not have any clear possible hints that Bitcoin could get some support on the cross markets. And taking it all together, my choice is probably to wait when the holidays will be gone, and actually somewhere on Thursday, on Thursday after the New Year's Day, we could take a look at what will happen, because we need more clarity and better understanding of what's going on here actually. Retracement should be relatively deep, but currently there are too many scenarios of how it really could start, and we do not want to be trapped in a wrong scenario.